नमो बुद्धाय नमो 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 धम्माय नमो 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 संघाय नमो 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 भीमाय नमो नमो
बुद्धं नमामि धम्मं नमामि संघं नमामि नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा
Firstly, let us pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Tassa 3 times.
首先呢，我们礼敬佛陀。
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today I would like to give the Dhamma gift to you. That is the title names the 5 requirements for cultivating of wholesome actions.
今天我跟大家要首先开示的讲题是培养善法的5个必要条件。
In this sutta, the Buddha preached 5 things. What are the 5? That is Saddha, Hiri, Ottappa, Viriya and Panya. Faith, shame of wrongdoings, fear of wrongdoings, energy or effort, and wisdom.
在这部经就是增一部的进入经，就进去的进。佛陀教导的5件事情，那是哪5件重要的这个主题呢？就是信心的信、禅、羞耻心、愧，还有精进和智慧。
I think all of you have been heard these words quite often. Therefore, you should not fear the Pali words.
我想大家常常听到这5个重要的佛法。那我刚刚念的就是这5个呢，巴利文叫 Saddha, Hiri, Ottappa, Viriya 跟 Panya。希望大家不要害怕这个巴利文。
The Buddhas have already enlightened more than the sons of the Ganga River, have preached the discourses about the 4 noble truths by using Pali language. In the future, when the Buddha enlightened, all the Buddhas will preach by using Pali language.
有多过无数的这个恒河沙的佛陀呢，都证悟成果。那所有的佛陀呢，都是在讲这个四圣谛的时候呢，是用巴利文。那未来的佛也是都会用巴利文来教导佛法。
If you were familiarized in the teaching of the Buddha with Pali words in this light, although you have not developed any knowledge of enlightenment, when you hear the Pali words from the future Buddha, you will get enlightenment immediately.
如果你在这一世熟悉佛法是用巴利文来熟悉佛法的话呢，那纵使你在这一世还没有证悟，可是当未来世你听到这个巴利文，你会很快的就可以证悟。
Therefore, I would like to tell one of the stories from Dhammappada briefly.
因此呢，我要跟大家介绍一个故事，是从这个法句经里面的一个故事。
In the Gautama Buddha's present times, there Brahmins and his wife lived in Savatthi. Because of the offer the 5 gifts of the first fruits, so-called Panchaka Dayaka, the Brahmins who gives the 5 gifts of the first fruits.
在这个乔达摩佛时代，也就是我们这一个世纪的佛呢，有一个婆罗门和他的妻子住在舍卫国，印度的舍卫国。那因为他们总是把他们初成熟的这个稻谷呢，以5种方式来给别人，因此呢称为5上布施者。那就是他们以5种方法，把他们最初成熟的果实呢给别人，而不是给自己。
The first one is, when the grain was ripe, he gave the first fruit of the field.
当这个稻谷成熟的时候呢，稻谷在田野成熟了，他们就会把第一个在这个稻田上成熟的果实给别人。
The second one is, when it was threshed, he gave the first fruit of the threshing floor.
那当这个稻谷被这个去壳的时候呢，捣碎去壳的时候，他们就直接在这个晒谷场的地方呢，把第一个成熟的果实呢给了别人。
When it was put into tubs, he gave the first fruit of the tubs.
那当这些去壳的这个稻谷放到这个桶内的时候呢，他们也把第一桶的这个稻米呢给了别人。
When it was put into the boiler, he gave the first fruit of the pot.
那当这个稻米放在这锅内煮的时候呢，他们也把第一锅的米呢给了别人。
When it was heat up on the dish, he gave the first fruit of the dish.
当这个米呢煮熟了，盛在这个盘子上，他们也是把第一盘的这个米食呢给了别人。
Thus he gave the 5 gifts of the first fruits, taking not a morsel himself, until he had given to whoever was present. For these reasons, he came to be called the giver of the giver of the 5 first fruits.
用这样的方式呢，他们总是把最初的这个熟的这个食物呢给了别人，而这个给的对象就是任何人出现在他面前的，他都给，然后没有留一口给自己。因为这样子的原因呢，他们就被大家赞美是这个5上的施者或者就是叫做5出果的布施者。
The Buddha, perceiving that Brahmin and his wife possessed the faculties requisite for the attainment of anagami path and fruitions, went and stood at the door of the Brahmin's house at meal time.
我们的乔达摩佛陀呢，了解到这个婆罗门跟他的妻子呢，已经拥有了这个成就不还果，也就第3果的这个智慧力，因此呢，就在一次煮饭的时间，到了他们家的门口，而且站在那里。
The Brahmins offered the meals to the Buddha and asked the questions. Bhanthe, you call your disciples Bhikkhu, Bhikkhu. What is it makes a Bhikkhu? What is the meaning of the Bhikkhus?
那么这个婆罗门就供养佛陀斋食，而且呢问了这样的一个问题：尊者，你叫你的弟子们叫做比丘、比丘，那是什么让一个人成为比丘呢？
Really, the Buddha says the definitions of the Bhikkhu are many. There are many definitions of the Bhikkhu. So the Buddha considered within himself, how can I preach the Dhamma to do this man the most good?
事实上，这个佛陀有关这个比丘的定义呢，佛陀有很多种的说法。那也意思就是有关比丘的这个定义有很多。那佛陀呢就这样的思维，他想说，我要怎么样子的教导这一个眼前的这一个男士，让他呢得到最大的利益。
The Buddha Gautama reflected in the dispensation of the Buddha Kassapa. These two persons heard the discourse of those who dwelt on nama rupa, mentality and materiality. They were familiarized with nama rupa. I ought not to let this opportunity go to preach to them on nama rupa, mentality and materiality.
佛陀呢，就开始反思观察他们两位的过去世，他发现说这两位在迦叶佛的时代呢，就已经能够观到这个民法跟摄法，也就是心理跟生理的部分，心理跟精神跟物质，他们呢是非常熟悉这个民摄法的，因此呢，佛陀这样想，我不应该让这个机会呢消失。我要好好的把握这个机会，不要让它消失。我要教他们民法和摄法。
Therefore, when the Buddha explained the definition of bhikkhu, the Buddha said, Brahman, name cha rupe cha, arijando, asijando, asojando, bhikkhu nama hoti. Brahmins, a bhikkhu is one who is not attracted or affected or bound by mentality and materiality.
因此呢，佛陀就解释这个比丘的定义呢，大家可以看到发给大家的讲义这里这是巴利文，就是Brahmana nama cha rupa cha arajanto asajanto asujanto bhikkhu nama hotiti vatva imang gatamaha。那佛陀就解释这样说：婆罗门比丘就是一个不会被民法和摄法所吸引、纠缠或者是束缚的人。
So saying, he pronounced by the following stanza: Sabbaso nama rupa same, yasa nati mama yita, asata cha naso chati, sawe bhikkhuti vojati。
接着呢，佛陀总结他的这一个意思呢，又以一个偈颂呢诵读出来。佛陀呢这么说：Sabbaso nama rupasmin yasa nati maya mama itam asata cha nasochati sabe bhikkhuti vujati。意思就是说，一个不执着于任何的民法和摄法，不会因为民法摄法的不存在而感到忧苦的人，他就真正被称为比丘。
He who has no attached whatever for material and mentality, this is I, this is mine. He who sorrow not for that which exists not, so a man is surely called a bhikkhu.
那这意思呢，就是什么叫做不执着这个民法跟摄法呢？就是对我们这个身心的现象呢，不会认为执着为说这是我，这是我的，那也不会因为这个民法和摄法，也就我们这个身心的消失，或者别人身心的消失而感到忧愁难过。这样的人才能够真正称为是比丘。
Having listened this stanza, this Brahmin, Panchakadayaka and his wife attained anagami path and fruition, so in their mind, oh, we have heard these words and inspired that they attain this higher knowledge.
那听到了这个偈颂之后呢，这个婆罗门和他的妻子呢，就证得不还果道智跟果智。那在他们心中就这样升起了强烈的欢喜。他们在心中就升起了就是我们听到了这些的法语，而且呢，我们深深感受到了被鼓舞。这样子的一个心念升起， 的同时，他们也证悟了这个更高的智慧。
Therefore, you should not fear the Pali words, and you also can expect to achieve your wisdom in future Buddha time. All the Buddha who had already enlightened more than the sons of the Ganga River to preach through Pali language, for the future Buddhas too will preach through Pali language.
因此呢，你不应当不要害怕这个巴利字就在念的时候不要害怕，你也可以自己发愿，希望自己在未来佛的时候呢，可以证得高这个无上的智慧。那所有的过去的恒河沙一样的无数的佛呢，也都是透过巴利来开示佛法、教导佛法。未来的佛也一样的会以巴利文、巴利语来教导佛法，应该是巴利语巴利语来教导佛法。
According to the commentary settings, human beings at the beginning of this world also spoke Pali. All Buddha also speak or preach in Pali, and Brahmin in Brahma realms also speak Pali. The child who never had mother language also starts Pali words look like Papa, Mama, not all complete. So I would like to ask you to familiarize the Buddha's teaching with Pali words.
根据这个经典的注解书有提到，就是在这世界刚刚开始的时候呢，人类呢所说的语言是巴利语，所有的佛陀也都是以巴利语来教导的。另外就是在天道的这个这梵天的梵天界的这天人也是说巴利语，还有就从来没有听过母语的小孩子呢，婴儿也都是用这个巴利文在说的，就是基本的语言就是爸爸妈妈。因此呢，禅师在这里鼓励大家多熟悉这个巴利语来了解佛陀的教法。
Let's start Samapati Sutta, 5 requirements for cultivating wholesome actions.
好，那就让我们开始来了解这部经，解释这部经就是 Samapati 进入经，也就是有关能够培养善业的5种必要条件。
In the Sutta, the Buddha preached, Natawa Bhikkhave, Akusalasa Samapati Hoti, Yavasata Vichupatita Hoti, Kusalesu Dhamesu, Yato Chako Bhikkhave, Saddha Andarayita Hoti, Astadam, Asadiyam, Priyutaya Tetati, Atta Akusalesu, Akusalasa Samapati Hoti, that is Bhikkhu, there is no entering up on the unwholesome so long as faith is securely settled in cultivating wholesome qualities. But when faith has disappeared, lack of the faith obsesses one, disbelief prevails and stays. There is entering upon unwholesome, there is stepping in wrong.
好，那请大家看一下，在那个比丘的定义下面就开始有一个那，对不对？是不是？这个大家都有讲义吗？好，有的没有，是不是？那跟旁边人看，我们前面还有讲义，跟前面呢？如果你座位旁边多讲义的，好，那大家有看到这个那吗？就是称为比丘的下面有那个巴利文，有那个那那大家试着练，多熟悉听闻这个巴利文。那他巴比卡贝阿库萨拉萨萨玛帕提后提亚瓦萨达帕丘帕提他后提库萨莱苏达梅苏亚托恰科比卡贝萨达阿达拉提他后提阿萨蒂扬哈瑞尤塔亚。Kitati， Atta Akusalasa， 然后这个有个5，对不对？倒数有个5改成 S Sampati Hoti， 这个 Sampati Hoti 就是进入，也就是我们这部经的意思。那佛陀在这个进入经 一开始的时候呢，就开宗明义的把这5个条件的第一个条件信呢这样的说，它有多重要呢？佛陀就提醒弟子们，就说比丘们啊，只要信是被安稳的放置在培养的善法当中，也就是说我们在做善事的时候，我们内心是有这个信的话呢，就不会有机会，不会升起跟踏入这个不善法。那第二个相反，比丘们，但是当信消失了，不信困惑了，人的心或者充满在心中的时候呢，就会进入不善法。
If you consider it, the Blessed One's saying is so simple, Saddha, so we can translate belief, faith, trusting, or confidence. Its word risings, well established. Any unwholesome actions, bodily, verbally, and mentally, may not be committed. Because today, you come to this Dhamma session and listen to the discourse. Because of faith, the Buddha teaching, because of you believe to listen to the Buddha discourse, you can get the knowledge. Otherwise, you may think, oh, today is raining, why I should go? So you may not come to these sections.
那佛陀这样的讲一句这么简单，听起来好像很简单哦。可是呢，待会儿我们会详细解释。这个信的意思就包括信仰、相信，还有信任和信心、自信心。就是如果这些信的条件、正确信仰的条件能够升起，还有呢就是安稳的建立。就是稳定的在自己内心中升起，那么任何的这个不善的行为、言语的、身口意的这个不善的行为呢，就不会发生，我们也就不会从事这种身口意的不善业。比如说，今天各位拨空来到这里，出现在这里，就是因为你有一个一定的信心，说来到这里听法、听佛陀说法，佛陀的法很好。第二个，你一定会有一定的程度的信任，就是说听了佛陀的法会增长自己的智慧，所以你才会来到这里。
To understand this sutta, we must understand what are the unwholesome and wholesome, what are the causes or roots of wholesome and unwholesome, how to prevent those unwholesome. The Buddha said, unwholesome things are very fearful things. It can give results in this life and in the future. Therefore, not to get very serious result of unwholesome and prevent them, so faith is required.
要了解这个什么是不善法和什么是善法。我们必须要知道下面几个向度几个问题。第一个问题就是说，善法和不善法的原因和它的根是什么？这是第一个我们要先问自己的。第二个就是要问说，那要如何去防止预防不善法？
Firstly, I would like to explain what is wholesome kusala. Then you will understand unwholesome akusala. That is, kochiti papakitami, salayanti, chalayanti, kampeti, vedanseti. So, kusala, that is, kochiti papakitami means repulsive or disgust or evil or contemptible things or actions. Because of kochiti, the goods, the words, and salayandi, the salat. So ku plus salat, that is a collective nouns. Kusala are so called. In that, they cause contemptible things to tremble, to shake, to be disturbed or destroyed.
佛陀呢提到就是这个不善的事物呢是非常可怕的，因为呢他们会导致这一世或者未来世的果报。那 因此呢，为了要不会升起这个不善业的果报，我们就需要预防它。这样子的一个信念想法呢，需要的就是信。首先呢，禅师在这边想要首先跟大家解释，那什么是善，然后呢，我们就会知道什么是不善。所以请大家看一下这第一页的第3倒数第3行、第4行。Kuchite papake dame saryatin chalayanti kampeti vidam sentiti kusala kuchite papake dame。这个巴利的意思就是什么是这个就是叫做 papake dame 这一个意思就是一种可厌的、令人恶心的邪恶行为，或者令人鄙视的事物，这是叫做 papaka， 就是这个卑鄙的事物。那么 kusala 呢是什么意思呢？它就是 ku 然后加上这个 sala， 意思就是善法。那善法是什么？就是它能够让这个可鄙视的事物呢被动摇、被震撼动，然后甚至被阻挡、被破坏，就是有这样子的能力的，是在能力的心或想法或做法，就称为善法。
Opposition of kusala, wholesome, that is called akusala, unwholesome, that is repulsive, discarded, contemptible things and actions are called unwholesome akusala, papake dame. These evil things cause the persons who has arisen to reach 4 woeful states, apaya.
相反于这个善法呢，就称为叫做不善法akusala。所以 kusala 我们就是善法，那相反加个阿就是不善法。那么这是令人可厌的，然后呢，是恶心的，或者是被鄙视、鄙夷的事情，或者是行为，这些都称为不善。那大家最后看最后一行有个 papake dame 它是复数的意思，就是这些邪恶的事情。邪恶的事情呢，很厉害的它能够让人呢投身到这个世恶道。
The wholesome actions are also 3 stages. The first one, wholesome karma of the sense sphere, karma vachara kusala, abandoning unwholesome by suppressing the dinga pahana. That is, if you cultivate dana or sila, so because of dana and the sila, you can subside the evil actions temporarily.
那我们看这个粗略了解了不善之后呢，那到底要怎么修行善业呢？善业有3个阶段、3种层次。那这3种呢的第一个就是大家看到这是补充的，那第一个叫做欲界善业，叫做 kamachavara kusala， 就是欲界的这个行善。那欲界的行善呢，比如说像布施或者是这个持戒，都算是善法，它能够暂时的扶助了我们升起这个不善法。
The second one is sublime or lofty or exalt wholesome consciousness, mahagata kusala, the 5 material sphere and immaterial sphere wholesome consciousness, rupa vachara and arupa vachara kusala chita.
看第2种层次的心呢，是属于叫做它是殊胜、高尚、崇高的善心。这些心呢，会发生在这个就是禅定相应的这个色界禅跟无色界禅的层次。那么因此它就是叫做大善心。
So that is the jhana consciousness. One is able to attain these 8 attainments. So in the moment when he is attaining the jhana stage, his mind subsides any unwholesome thought not to enter his mind, as long as according to his attainments.
那这个第二种的这个大善心呢，是跟这个禅定有关的，就是我们所谓的四禅八定，就是四种色界禅定跟无色界定。那么在当这个禅定的心一升起的同时呢，也就会阻止了压制了这个不善心的升起。
So because of abandoning the unwholesome by substitution of opposites, that is called the Vaikambana Pahana.
因此呢，这个第二种层次的这个善心呢，它是以这个相反于恶法的替代方式呢，舍离了不善，因为它升起的是纯净的禅定的定的心，所以它是相反于，也许是慈悲喜舍的，或者是禅定的心。
The third stage is the path wholesome consciousness, Magga Kusala Chaita, abandoning the unwholesome by cutting off, according to the path knowledge attainment, they never occur again, like a tree struck by the thunderbolt, Sambhogchira Pahana.
那第三种呢，就是正断舍断就是意思是以这个智慧的这个道心来断除不善。那也就是因为这个道心它是一个正悟的心，它可以像这个树这个闪电闪的一样，把树断一样的，永远断除了我们的不善心，让它永远不会再升起。
Therefore, we should keep in mind the meaning of kusala, the power which can eradicate evil things which had been latent in our mind throughout the samsara dawn of the rebirth.
因此呢，我们应当记得，就是善法具有灭除邪恶的力量。我们也要谨记在心，就是这些邪恶的心念呢，在我们轮回30的过程当中呢，从头到尾一直都存在在我们的心中的。
The meaning of the definition of kusala and akusala literally anavijja sukha vipaka lakkhana kusala, savijja dukkha vipaka lakkhana akusala. Wholesome consciousness is mentally healthy, morally blameless, and productive of pleasant or happy results, being called unwholesome consciousness because it is mentally unhealthy, morally blameworthy, and productive of painful results.
那善跟不善法的意思是什么呢？我们刚刚也有解释了什么是。那另外进一步的呢，再衍生的来看这个善跟不善法的意思呢，巴利我们这看到的是阿那巴加苏卡维帕卡拉卡纳库萨拉，然后呢把它切了就是沙瓦加杜卡哈巴维帕卡，应该是 VI 维帕卡拉卡纳库萨拉。根据刚刚提到的意思呢，我们再一次的了解的善法的意思呢，是指一种心态上面的是一种健全的心，在道德上面是没有过失的，是不会受谴责的，而且呢会产生愉悦和安乐的果报。那不善呢，就是不健全的心，道德上是应当受谴责的，会让我们升起不愉悦和苦的果报。
Here, kusala is mentioned two words, anavijja and sukha vipaka. Wholesome actions and thoughts being arisen, those are blameless, faultless, not only blameless, but also consequent is happiness.
在这个善不善的定义的下面有两个，马上接的两个字叫 anavajja 跟 sukha。主要的意思就是这个善不善法呢，它就是在心态上是健全的，道德上是不会受指责的，然后呢也没有什么是清白的，不会被指责。更重要的，这边有个叫苏卡，意思就是说它会带来快乐的结果。所以在讲善的时候，同时它的果也开始同时在里面了。
Akusala is being arisen those are blameworthy, false, and consequent is painful results. Sometimes we think while performing akusala, it is happy, but this action giving result, suffering at that time. Therefore, in the Dhammapada chapter of the Balavaka foolish, the Buddha preached, Maduwa minyati balo, yawa papa napechati, yadacha pechati papa, balo dukha nikechati. So, in foolish, when a sinful act is being done, the ignorant person enjoy as it were honey. So when the ignorance do is sinful actions, at the time he think as sweet as honey. Yadacha pechati papa, balo dukha nikechati. When this result of sinful acts mature, at the time only balo dukha nikechati, suffering come to that fool persons.
是不善法，刚刚提到的善法的状态，那不善的状态呢是就是是道德上呢是应当受指责的，是有过错的，还有结果呢是会带来痛苦的结果。然而呢，有时候呢我们会这样想这个做一点小犯错没什么关系啊，而且呢甚至呢觉得说还蛮快的，可是事实上呢。就在我们有不善法、造不善业或者升起不善心的那个时候，就已经呢埋下了这个苦果了。那对于我们这样的心态呢，在法句经的这个愚人品，就愚笨愚蠢的愚人品佛陀这样讲，就是呢当犯了一个有罪恶的行为呢，无知的愚蠢的人呢会引以为乐。而且呢，把这个恶行呢当作像蜂蜜一般的在享受。可是呢，当这个罪恶的结果成熟的时候，就在那个时刻，苦果呢就会降临到这愚蠢人的身上了。
Venerable Sariputta preached Samadhi Sutta in the Majjhima Nikaya. In that sutta, what are the kusala and akusala and their roots? By taking from our Buddha's speech.
有关这个善不善法竟然有这样跟我们有这么深的影响性因此呢禅师进一步要解释，就是在这个我们知道佛陀的大弟子智慧第一的舍利佛呢，他就是把佛陀所教有关于这个善跟不善的根原因呢特别整理出来。那么这一个就是出现在这个中部经的正见经。
What are the akusala, unwholesome actions, bodily and verbally and mentally? In that sutta mentions killing living beings, taking what is not given, sexual misconduct, false speech, malicious speech, harsh speech, gossip, covetousness, ill will, wrong view is so unwholesome. These are called unwholesome akusala.
首先呢，这个我们先了解这个善法的这个身口意的行为是什么样子的。第一个呢，就是这个杀生，还有呢，就是别人没有给我们就拿走，这个就是偷盗，还有就是邪淫。那另外就是说谎，还有那个恶口和那个很严厉，还有八卦说两舌，那另外就是贪心和恶意，还有邪见，这些呢都是属于不善法。
Abstraining from killing living beings, abstraining from taking what is not given, abstraining from sexual misconduct, abstraining from lying or false speech, malicious speech, or slandering, harsh speech, gossiping, non-covetousness, non-ill will, right view is wholesome. These are called the wholesome actions.
那什么是善法呢？善法呢，就是克制我们自己，远离不杀生，然后也不偷盗，不邪淫，不说谎， 或者是说讲话，另外就是不恶口，那也不责备别人，也不用严厉的语言和两舌，就是说人家的是非。那另外就是不恶意，还有正见，这些都就是属于善法。
And the greed, and the hate, and the delusion are the roots of the wholesome. Greed, hate, and delusion are the roots of the unwholesome.
那我们一定会想知道是，那这个不善的根源是什么？它的因是什么呢？就是无贪、无嗔跟无痴。
When one commits one of these evil unwholesome actions through two roots or one root, what is happened mentioned in Akusala Mula Sutta in Anguttara Nikaya.
当一个人如果在这个造不善法恶业的时候呢，可能是有2个不善根或者1个不善根。当这个情况会发生什么样的情况呢？在增一部的这个不善根经里面就有提到。
Bhikkhu, there are these 3 unwholesome roots. What 3? The wholesome root of greed, the wholesome root of hate, and the wholesome root of the delusions. Whatever bhikkhus greed occurs, bhikkhu is unwholesome. Whatever deed a greedy person performs by body, speech, and mind is also unwholesome. When the greedy person overcome by greed, with the mind obsessed by it, inflicts suffering upon another under a false pretext by killing, imprisonment, confiscations, censure, or banishment, thinking, I am powerful, I want power, that too is unwholesome. Thus numerous bad unwholesome qualities originate in him, born of greed, caused by greed, reasons from greed, conditioned by greed.
这一部经里面有很详细的描述了什么是不善。不善就是当一个比丘在他心里面升起了这个贪念的时候，这就是不善的。不管是任何的行为，一个贪心的人显现在身体的行为，或者是语言，或者是心念呢，也就是不善。那当这个贪心具足的人，他被这个贪所掌控的时候呢，这个心被这个贪所迷惑，甚至呢就是透过这个杀别人或者囚禁虐待甚至欺骗或者是处罚别人导致别人痛苦的呢，这都是不善。那甚至他在内心里面这样兴起说我是很有威力的，我呢想要有这些权利，这都是不善。这无数的不善业都是从内心升起，而它的根源呢是来自于贪，那是因为贪而升起的，也是因为贪而不断的这个就是因为贪，然后是依贪而升起，由贪而生，以贪为因，然后因贪而升起，也是因贪为缘。然后这是贪的情况，那另外嗔或痴呢，都是一样的。
In the same way, because of hatred and delusions, one may commit like that evil actions.
同样的呢，就是尤其是这个痴无明呢，也会导致我们去造这个不同的这个不善法。
Because of these 3 roots, such a person is called one who speaks at an improper time, who speaks falsely, who speaks what is unbeneficial, who speaks non-dhamma, who speaks non-disciplined.
由于这3个不善，或者是其中的一种呢，这样子的 心被这个不善法占据的时候，然后呈现的呢，就是这样的一个人就是会在不适当的时间呢，说不适当的话，会说谎，或者说一些没有利益的话，说不适合佛法的非法的话，不适合不相应佛法的话，或者呢说一些不符合戒律的话。
Therefore, the Blessed One instructs one must protect through faith, believe in the karma and karma results, not to enter these unwholesome roots. Why these unwholesome roots are fearful, now you understand.
因此呢，世尊呢就教导我们，就是要透过这个信来保护我们不会进入到这个不善的因里面来。为什么呢？因为这个不善因不善根是非常可怕的。我相信大家现在都了解了。
In Samapati Sutta, the Buddha said the first requirements to prevent the unwholesome deeds, that is faith. What is faith? Later I will explain to you.
因此，在这个进入经呢，佛陀呢就提出了这个第一个要保护我们不会有摄入这个不善行、不善业呢，就是需要有信。那什么是信呢？
So if you see in the Abhidhamma point of view, the faith is one of the 19 beautiful mental factors which purify the mind to clear other mental disturbance, which has the characteristics of placing faith or of trusting. The function is to clarify as the water purifying gems of the universal monash through into the muddy water causes the water to become clear.
那首先呢，我们先从这个阿毗达摩，也就是佛教的心理学呢，来介绍这个信，它是意思，信呢是这个19个美心所的其中的一个，那它具有这个净化我们的心，能够让其他的心所呢不会受到干扰。那它就具有这种把信任，就是我们会相信跟信任，那它就很像这个饭网，就是天的这个饭天里面有那个饭网珠，如果把这个饭网珠放到这个泥巴水里面污水的时候呢，它可以让这个水净化，就信呢有净化心的功能。
Therefore, faith rising discuss the mental hindrances, cause the mental defilements to subside, purifying the minds and make it undisturbed.
这个信的功能呢，因此可以具有这种，就是把这个障碍，就是五盖障碍我们的心的这些阻碍呢，心可以被去除，而且呢，可以让这些烦恼呢被放到一边，排除它们，净化我们的心。让心呢不受到干扰。
The mind being purified, the experience of noble families, give charity alms, observes the precepts, performs the upasatha sila and practice the meditations.
当这个心呢被净化的时候呢，我们这个就是善男子们，因为有这个信的鼓励呢，我们会愿意布施，供养法师，受持五戒，还有呢，就是会在这个布萨日的时候也受戒，就是所谓的八关斋戒。那另外呢，我们会愿意禅修。
Its function is to set forth, as one might set forth to cross the flood. That also you see. Ancient times, no? The male of the China, the Chinese master, Bhikkhu, because of they faith the Buddha Dhamma, so they cross the very dangerous, the deserts or very dangerous ocean, and they went to India and they tried to find the good Dhamma, the righteous Dhamma.
那因为这个信心呢，它会让我们勇敢的向前，我们对善法呢会很勇敢。会努力，就可以让我们跨越这个生死大海， 就好像在禅师刚刚到中国弘法回来哦，昨天才下飞机哦，今天就接受我们的邀请来，禅师就提到说，像我们祖师大德从印度跨越沙漠，或者是从这个印度跨过这个南海来到中国传法，都是因为这个信心的力量。
It is manifested as non-forgiveness, the removal of the mind impurities, or as strong resolutions.
那这个信呢，当它升起的时候，它会有什么样的显现的在心里面发生的力量相貌呢？它就是我们不会这个模模糊糊的不清楚啊，然后呢，可以去除掉我们内心的这种不清净，和另外就是说会有很强的决定。
As its manifestations, an object worthy of faith or hearing of good Dhamma, the factors of string entry, it should be regarded as at one hand property and the seat.
那这个信它的显现就是对值得相信的比如说三宝或者是这个听闻的佛法呢，它会很清楚在内心里面显现。那同时呢，它是入出果的要素，智慧力，因此呢，它被比喻成像我们入宝山的得到佛法的手，它像是让我们拥有的这个财宝，还有就是它是像种子善法的种子。
The objects worthy of faith are the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, karma and karma result, past and the future existences, Paticca Samuppada, dependent originations, three trainings, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, morality, concentration and wisdom.
那我们一定很想知道说，那信到底要信什么呢？这个清楚的升起的这个信的值得信的对象呢，在佛法有很清楚的定义，就是佛法身，还有就是业和这个业果，过去、未来、缘起，还有就三真上学，就是戒律、戒定慧。
The Buddha also gave the simile as the hand, property, and the seats. Because you see, if you possess good hands, whatever the things, so whatever you like the things, you can take, you can touch, you can enjoy. In the same way, if you have the faith, you can enjoy our Buddha teaching that whatever wholesome actions you can do. Another one, look like the property. If you had good property, whatever you like, you can enjoy by your property. In the same way, if you have the strong faith, you can enjoy whatever wholesome action and the happiness. And also in the same way, if you had good seed, you can plant and after that, so you can enjoy the fruits, flower, and the leaves. So in the same way, if you have the good seed of the faith, you can cultivate and you can bear the fruits of the wholesome actions.
佛陀对这个信有这三种比喻，就是信就像手，当我们这个手是健全的手，我们要拿什么东西，我们要用什么东西就很方便。所以当我们有信的时候呢，我们对所听到的善法，所可以做的善法，我们都可以很顺利的就会想要去相信善法，行善法，那相信佛法，听闻佛法随佛所教而行。那另外一个比喻就是信很像就是你拥有财物，拥有财物呢就是要用什么就很方便。同样的，当我们有信心，就好比我们内心很丰富，有财富一样，我们就可以呢欢喜，而且是享受我们所做的善行，所听闻的佛法。那另外呢，这个信又比喻像种子，有一个好的种子，如果种下去的话呢，它就会长出这个花叶果。那同样的，如果我们的信会督促我们、鼓励我们、支持我们呢去行善行，那我们也因此呢，在由于信心的这个种子，让我们行善，自然我们会得到这个 快乐愉快的果。
Therefore, the Blessed One said, Bhikkhus, there is no entering up on the unwholesome so long as faith is securely settled in cultivating wholesome qualities. But when faith has disappeared and lack of faith obsessed one, then there is entering up on the unwholesome.
因此呢，世尊呢这样的告诫比丘们啊，只要这个在这个培养善心的当中有这个信呢，是稳定坚固的放置在当中的话呢，就不可能呢会进入不善法。不过呢，如果当这个信消失或者缺乏信，然后迷惑一个人的心的时候呢，那这时候就会开始摄入进入了不善。
The next of important requirements not to enter unwholesome is moral shame and moral dread, or shame and fear of wrongdoing, hiri and ottappa. They are also included in 19 beautiful mental factors in Abhidhamma teaching.
好，那接着呢，我们要介绍第二跟第三个这个要素。第二呢，就是进入这个不会进入不善的要素呢，就是道德上面的羞耻心，也就是惭愧的惭，和这个道德上的害怕，也就是这个愧。那么他们呢，都是这两个惭愧心呢，都是在19个美心所里面。
There is no entering up on the unwholesome so long as a sense of moral shame is securely settled in cultivating wholesome quality, but when a sense of moral shame has disappeared and moral shamelessness obsessed one, then there is the entering up on unwholesomeness.
同样的就是如果这一个只要呢，我们有一丝的这个道德上的这个羞耻心，在培养这个善法的心中当稳定的安住的话呢，就没有机会会进入不善。不过呢，当这个禅就是道德的这个羞耻心消失了，或者说是缺乏，那么而且我们是被这个羞耻心没有羞耻心迷惑的时候呢，那么就会进入到这个不善法。
The third one is there is no entering up on the unwholesome so long as a sense of moral dread is securely settled in cultivating wholesome qualities, but when a sense of moral dread has disappeared and lack of moral dread obsesses one, then there is the entering up on unwholesomeness.
那第三种就是愧，这个愧呢，具体的意思就是道德上的害怕，也就是害怕这个不善法。那只要内心里面有这么道德上的害怕不善法，在内心里面是安稳的安住的话呢，是很稳固的，那么就不可能会进入这个不善。不过当我们没有这个道德上的害怕，我们或者是缺乏这种惭愧心的话呢，我们就有可能呢会开始有这个不善就会升起。
These two things, hiri and ottappa, are very important for good noble family, bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, and any religious persons.
这个惭愧心呢是非常非常重要的，对于这个善良的人，或者是这个出家的比丘、比丘尼和任何的宗教人士呢，这两个心都是非常重要的。
Our Buddha said, these are called Lokapala, guardians of the world. Because of this Dhamma, this world has been protected from falling into widespread of immorality. If moral shamelessness and moral recklessness had been prevalent in the human society, the world would become promiscuous like animals.
那因此，我们佛陀呢称为这两个惭愧呢叫世间力，力量的力，它能够呢保护监督我们这个世界，因为呢我们世界可以不会堕落到这个没有道德的狂野的状态呢，就是要靠这两个心的力量，惭愧心、羞耻心。如果呢这个世界充满的都是没有道德没有道德的羞耻心的话呢，也没有害怕不道德，那么这世界呢就会非常的狂野，就很像进入了这个动物界一样。
In the world, there are many shameful and dreadful things, but hiri and ottappa means shame and dread of bodily misconduct, verbally misconduct, and mentally misconduct. If one does not shame evil actions, he will commit any evil actions. Therefore, we need to well establish in this hiri and ottappa, nor to enter unpleasant minds and the actions.
这个世界上有很多这个令人感到这个惭愧跟害怕的事物，那这个惭 hiri 跟愧 ottappa 呢，意思就是害怕羞耻跟害怕身口意的这个不正当的行为。那么如果说一个人不害怕不羞耻于这个邪恶的行为，就很容易犯下邪恶的行为。因此我们需要的就是让这个惭愧心呢在我们内心呢是稳固的建立升起，而不会防止我们呢进入在我们的心里面或任何的行为身口意行为呢有摄入到不善。
Firstly, how to arise moral shame hiri in our minds? The proximate cause is respect for self, atta garawa. There are 4 causes to arise moral shame.
首先呢，我们一定会想知道说，那我怎么升起这个道德上面的羞耻心呢？经典上，也就是说是什么原因可以让我升起来？那这个让我们能够升起这个静因，就最靠近会让我们升起这个羞耻心的，就是自我尊重。那有4种原因可以让我们升起这种道德上的羞耻心。
The first one is consideration of birth, jadi pecawakati. The second one is concentration of age, vaya pecawakati. The third one is consideration of heroisms, sura bhava pecawakati. And the fourth is consideration of wide experience or knowledge, bahusacca pecawakati. Among 4 really important and more concerning causes are birth and the age.
那这4种原因是什么？第一个呢，就是想到自己的出生那第2种就是想到自己的年龄，第3呢是一种英雄主义，就是一种自我尊重，第4种呢就是知识，就是想到自己的人生广泛的人生经验和知识。那在这4种里面呢，你想哪些是最重要，真的能够影响你的？经典认为呢是出生跟年龄这2个原因会让我们有羞耻心。
When one encounters to commit one of evil actions, he must consider like this: how this evil action is not such as will be done by those of good birth. It is such as those of low birth will do. It is not fitting that such as I who am well born should do it. Thus considering one's birth and not committing evils, one maintain a standard of conscientiousness.
经典进一步解释就是当我们一个人会想要犯这个恶行的时候呢，他必须要这样子想：我这样子的恶行，不是像我这样出身良好的人会做的，这应该是那个出身不好的人才会做的，它不适合 我这样子出身良好的人，会去做这样的事情，也就是想到自己的出身，而不会去犯罪恶的事。那么某一种程度会让我们保持一定程度的良心。
The second one is consideration of age. This evil is only worth of wines. It is not fitting that one of my years should do it. Thus, considering age, conscientiously that is maintained.
那第二种就是想到年龄，想到年龄就是说这样子的邪恶的事情，就只有那个年轻小伙子才会做的，不适合像我这样的年龄会去犯这种事情。那么由于这样子顾及到年龄呢，会让我们保有保有这个良知、良人、良心。
Four causes for maintaining of moral direct ottava. So these are, the first one is direct of self-accusations, attanuwada paya. The second one is direct of accusation of other, payanuwada paya. And the third one is dread of punishment, danda paya. And the fourth one is dread of evil destiny, dogati paya.
那什么会让我们害怕这个道德上面的不善行呢？这也有4种。第一个就是自责、自我责备；第二就是别人的谴责；第三呢就是处罚；第四呢就是不善道，会到恶道。
Considering these things, one must maintain moral dread.
这4种害怕的考量呢，会让我们保持这个道德上面的害怕。
In the commentary, the similes mentioned as of 2 iron balls. One is being cold and being smeared with dung. The other is being hot and burning. The wise man does not catch the cold one from losing its being smeared with dung, nor the other ones for fear of getting burned.
那注解书描述这个惭跟愧的心呢，用一个比喻。这比喻就是说，在一个棍子上面呢，有2个铁球，一个铁球是冷的，可是呢涂上了这个粪便；另外一个铁球呢是热的，然后呢热烫烫的。那一个聪明的人呢，就是也不会去碰这个脏的球，也不会去碰这个热的球，不会让自己受伤害。
Here, not grasping the cold ball from losing its being smeared with dung is like the not doing round from being sunk in an internal sense of shame.
那这个不去碰这个脏的球呢，就很像在我们内在里面有一个羞耻心，那让我们不会去做这个恶事。
The not grasping the hot ball from fearing of being burnt should be considered as the not doing evil from fear of hell or four woeful states.
那这个我们不会去做这个不好的事情，是因为我们考虑到说，哇，我做这个以后未来是会得到堕地狱，或者是到是不善道、是恶道，因为害怕这个果，所以我们就不会去做。就好比呢，我们不会去碰那个热腾腾的这个铁球一样，我们试着要远离。
Therefore, not to commit any evil actions and the practice wholesome actions. These moral shame and moral dread, hiri and ottappa are second and third requirements preached by the Blessed One in this Samabhati Sutta.
因此呢，佛陀呢，就是在这个进入经里面提到说，什么是第2跟第3个让我们能够进入培养修善法的条件呢，就是这个惭跟愧他们可以让我们不会去犯恶行，还有呢，会鼓励我们呢去行善。
The fourth requirement is there is no entering upon unwholesome so long as energy is securely settled in cultivating wholesome qualities. But when energy has disappeared and the laziness obsesses want, then there is entering upon the unwholesome.
接着第四呢是什么呢？第四呢就是精进，也就是一种努力。那当我们的内心里面呢，是正精进的时候呢，我们就不会升起这个不善。可是当我们这个努力跟能量消失，而懒散升起，困惑着我们的时候呢，我们就很容易在这个时候呢，进入不善法。
To prevent unwholesome and for cultivation of wholesome, next requirement is effort. Viriya. Viriya is among the 52 mental factors, so it is included in a group of occasional Pakainaga Chedasika, and which is identical with right effort, Samavayama, the sixth factor of the Noble Eightfold Path.
要防止这个不善升起，而且培养善法的下一个，也就是第四个必要条件呢，就是精进。那精进呢，也属于在这个52个心所里面。那么它也和这个八正道里面的第6个正道是一样的意思。
The Buddha used many different names for this Viriya effort. There are faculties, power, predominant, 7 factors of enlightenment, supreme effort, Samappadana.
佛陀呢，用不同的名称呢来命名这个精进这种状态，包括就是五根的里面，还有力量和静音，还有7觉支里面的其中一个。另外八正道也是有精进。
What are the 4 supreme efforts? The first one, the efforts to discard evil states that have arisen. The second one is the effort to prevent the arising of unarisen evil states. The third one is the effort to develop unarisen wholesome states. And the fourth one is the effort to augment arisen wholesome states.
那精进呢是怎么样子的去发展跟培养呢？我们有这个四正勤呢是一个非常好的引导的做法。第一个呢就是已经升起的恶呢，我们要让它令它不生。那还没有升起的恶呢，要防止它；已升起的要令断。抱歉，第一个已升起的恶要令断，那未升起的恶呢，令它不生。那么第三就是未升起的善呢，要令生，然后已经升起的善法，已经要令增长。
What is the Samavayama right effort mentioned in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta? Because of the time, so I may not read the Pali words. So directly I will not read. I will say the English translations. A monk rouse his will, makes an effort, stir up energy, exerts his mind and strives to prevent the arising of unarisen evil and wholesome mental states. He robs his will, makes an effort, stir up energy, exerts his mind and strives to overcome evil and wholesome mental states that have arisen. He robs his will, makes an effort, stir up energy, exerts his mind and strives to produce unarisen wholesome mental states. He robs his will, makes an effort, stir up energy, exerts his mind and strives to maintain wholesome mental states that have arisen, nor to let them fade away, to bring them to greater growth to full perfection of development. This is called the right effort.
这个四正勤在这个大念处经里面呢，佛陀有更详细的说明跟表达。佛陀这样鼓励着，就是比丘，一个比丘呢，他升起他的这个意志，然后呢努力，还有就是提起自己的这个能量精进，那决定让自己的心呢强壮，还有就是努力。避免这个已经升起未升起的这个不善呢，在内心升起。那同样的是，也就是已经升起的这个不善呢，让它不要升起。那第三种就是他在自己的心灵升起了决定，然后做努力，提起精神，那强而有力的让自己的心坚定，然后奋力的呢。去让这个没有升起的善呢能够升起。第四种就是他提起升起意愿，然后呢努力提升自己的能量，然后决定自己的心，兼顾自己的心，然后奋力的呢去保持这个，让这个没有升起的善法呢能够已经升起的善法能够保持，然后让它呢不要退失掉，而且要让他们呢持续的增长，一直到完善的成熟，这个呢就称为正精进。
Really, for supreme's effort and the right efforts are the same meaning, and briefly, they are to discard evil and to augment wholesome mental states. When efforts vanish in one's mind, idleness, sluggishness, and laziness prevail and stay and unwholesome will enter. Therefore, the fourth requirement to prevent unwholesome and to develop wholesome.
确实这个四种的殊胜的精进和这个四正勤呢是同样的意思。那简单的说就是能够这四种正精进呢，可以让我们断除邪恶，还有就启动善行。当我们的内心里面呢，如果没有了这个努力的时候呢，我们就会呆滞，然后觉得冷漠和懒惰，就充满了我们的心，而且呢，会让我们在会在这个不善里面呢困住了，而且不善就会困住跟住在我们的内心当中。因此我们要让这个不善就这个精进努力呢，在我们内心升起，成为我们能够预防不善而发展善的重要的条件。
To arise the effort, the proximate goal is that is the Atta Samvika Vitu, the eighth object of the sense of the urgency.
那怎么样？是什么原因静因可以让我们升起这个精进？它有8种静因。
What are the 8 objects? Jadi Dukkha, suffering of the rebirth, Jara Dukkha, suffering of the old age, Vyadi Dukkha, suffering of the sickness or illness, and also Varana Dukkha, suffering of the death, and also Apaya Dukkha, suffering of the four woeful states, and also the suffering of the past lives, and Anagata Dukkha, suffering of the future existences, Ahara Priyastana Dukkha, suffering of the touching of the foods. These are the 8 sources of the sense of the urgency. If we have the sense of the urgency, we like to make the effort for the liberation of these sufferings. So,
是什么有8种这种思维力原因会让我们想说我们要努力的脱离这个轮回生死之苦。第一个就是生的苦，生老的苦。第3就是病的苦，第4是这个死的苦。 那第5呢，就是会堕入恶道。第6就是过去世想到我们过去世的苦，还有就是未来世的苦，另外就是要找食物的苦我们去思维这些苦，我们才会有动力想要努力修行，不要再受轮回之苦。
The 5th requirement is there is no entering up on unwholesome so long as wisdom is securely settled in cultivating wholesome qualities. But when wisdom has disappeared and lack of wisdom obsesses one, then there is entering up on the unwholesome.
那第5是什么？第5个必要条件是什么？智慧就是当我们的只要智慧在我们培养的在善心当中稳步的升起的时候呢，就不会进入到这个不善。因此呢，然而呢，如果当这个智慧消失或者缺乏智慧困住了我们的时候呢，就会开始进入到不善。
This is the last one and the most important requirement among the 5 requirements, which is the wisdom. If this wisdom has arisen in your mind, you will be able to free all unwholesomes. What type of wisdom is meant by the Blessed One? Later, I will tell to you.
这个5个入善法的条件里面当中，最后一个也是最重要的呢，就是智慧。如果智慧在我们内心升起的话，我们就有能力能够远离不善。那佛世尊所讲的这个不善呢，是哪样的一个形态呢？我接着要跟大家讲。
The Buddha saying is, Ida bhikkhave ariya savaka panyawa hoti udiyata gaminiya pinyaya samanagato ariyaya nibbedikaya sammadukkhakaya gaminiya ida vokchati bhikkhave panyabalan. Translation is, here, a noble disciple is wise. He possesses the wisdom that discerns arising and passing away, which is noble and penetrative and leads to the complete destruction of suffering. This is called the power of the wisdom.
那这智慧是什么呢？佛陀这么样描述，在这里圣弟子们是有智慧的，他拥有这个能够观生灭的智慧，生灭现象的智慧。他是圣者，他是充满了这个洞察力，而且能够呢导致完全的断除这个轮回之苦。那么这就是智慧的力量。
Really, we must try to attain this type of wisdom to expel all unwholesome and their roots of mental defilements. Udiyata gaminiya penyaya, the wisdom that discerns penetratively rising and passing away of mentalities and materialities. Ariyaya nibbedikaya, the wisdom is noble, totally destroy or extirpate all mental defilements.
确实呢，我们需要试着努力去达到刚刚讲的这个生灭随观智。这生灭随观智呢，就有力量让我们排除、遣除掉这个所有的不善，还有他们的根和这个烦恼。
So that is very important wisdom in this sutta. Faith, moral change, moral direct and effort just temporarily expel and prevent unwholesome, but wisdom can extirpate all unwholesome and their roots never arise again. So we must try to possess this type of wisdom.
生灭随观智就是能够观察这个色法、名法，也就是名色法精神上跟物质上面的升起跟消灭去。那么这样的一个智慧呢，是圣者的，是神圣的，而且呢是可以断除所有的这个内心的烦恼。 那么这是这样子有智慧的这样子非常有力的智慧呢，在刚刚在我们今天的这部经呢，进入经里面呢，我们有谈到了5个条件。那么前面的4个就是信、惭愧跟精进呢，他们只能暂时的排除、断除跟预防这个不善。只有智慧呢，可以完全的断除这个不善，还有不善法跟它的根，让它能够永远的不生起。因此呢，我们要尝试要能够拥有这一类的智慧。
To attain this type of wisdom, we must practice calm meditation and insight meditation systematically. The Blessed One said, Samadhi bhikkhave bhikkhu, samahito bhikkhave bhikkhu yatha bhutam pajanadi. Bhikkhus develop concentrations. Bhikkhus, a bhikkhu who has concentrated mind, understand things as really are.
要达到以上这样的一个智慧呢，我们必须要培养发展这个修持这个止跟观的禅法，有系统的来修止观禅法，就是专注跟那个观禅。那因此佛陀呢就提到Samadhi bhikkhave bhava samahito bhikkhave bhikkhu yatha bhutam pajanati。比丘们发展专注。比丘们一个拥有专注心的比丘呢，就能够如实知见。
A bhikkhu who has good concentration is able to know and see the ultimate realities of materiality and mentality. For the insight meditations, to expel unwholesome ends, their roots of mental defilements. Two knowledges are the foundation of insight meditations.
一个具有这个良好专注力的比丘呢，他就能够知道，而且洞见到这个明法究竟的明法，究竟的摄法，就是究竟的精神跟心理的现象。那要能够洞察这个断除这个不善法，它和它的根呢，需要2种观智，那也是这个观禅的最基础的智慧。所以大家可以看到第2页有倒数第4行有提到观禅产生的前3个观智。
The first vipassana knowledge is the mentality, materiality, definition knowledge, nama rupa prachira jnana.The second vipassana knowledge is the cause apprehending knowledge, vichaya prekha jnana.
在这观禅里面呢，禅师跟我们先介绍前2个。第一个呢就是明摄分别智，那第2个呢就是第2个观智呢就是缘摄受智，就是 Pajaya Parikaha Jnana。
If you like to know that method to get these 2 knowledges, you can see there our Auxiliaries Dhamma book, Knowing and Seeing, the English translation or the Chinese versions. But here, because of the time, I may not tell there all details. After meditator have to develop these 2 knowledges, he needs to contemplate them by again discerning all mentality, all materiality and all the factors of dependent originations according to their individual characteristics, functions, manifestations and proximate cause.
为了要让大家如果要更详细知道前面这2个或者所有的这个观智的话呢，请参考庞奥禅师的智慧之光就是英文的英文版的那个 Knowing and Seeing。那接着呢，接着禅师要介绍说，在这2个智慧之后，就是要发展，要更完整的、全面的对这个明法跟摄法，能够全部的观到所有的明法、所有的摄法、 所有的这个缘起法的要素，或呢能够观他们的就所有的民法、摄法跟缘起法他们的特性、他们的功能，还有他们的显现，跟他们的静因，就是相位现起足处。
The third vipassana knowledge is the comprehension knowledge, samasana jnana. For that knowledge, meditator must contemplate three characteristics: impermanent suffering, non-self of these materialities and mentalities and their causes. Then he contemplates with the knowledge of rising and passing away and develops other remaining insight knowledges until reaching the path knowledge.
所以我们刚刚提到说，这个要完整的、全面的去观这个所有的民法跟摄法呢，就在培养这个正思维智。那正思维智的修法呢，也是最重要，就是对这个所有的民法、摄法去观他们的三种特相，就是无常、苦、无我，和就是所有摄法、民法跟他们的因的无常、苦、无我。那么接着呢，他还要观这些所有的民法跟摄法的升起跟灭去，然后他才能够接着继续发展后面的14个观智，一直能够达到道智，就是能够证悟的这一个智慧。
If the meditator is able to attain the path of stream entry, Sotapaddi Megha, by insight meditations, this path knowledge abundance, wrong view of personality, Sakaya Deity and the doubt Vichikicha. He has unshakable confidence, Saddha, in the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. He is free from the prospect of rebirth in any of woeful realms.
我们接着呢，就跟他描述这个如果证悟的状况是什么样子的。当一个禅修者能够证悟，就是入流，就是最初的入流，入到圣者之流，是透过这个观禅的。那么这一个入流的第一个智慧呢，叫道智，它就能够断除邪见，还有疑，而且呢，它会升起不可动摇的信心，对佛法生完全的不会被这个信心完全不会被破坏。那同时呢，他也确保不会再堕入世恶道。
Then the meditator has been practicing insight meditations repeatedly and able to attain the path of one's returning Sakadagami Megha. This path knowledge has eliminated the grosser forms of lust, hatred, and delusions.
如果这个禅修者入出果的禅修者继续的修行这个观禅的持续的修行观禅的话，就能够呢到这个一流，也就是二果。一流果的时候，他的智慧能够让他断除比较粗显的贪嗔痴。
Having developed insight meditation repeatedly, if a meditator attain the path non-returning Anagami Megha, this knowledge totally abandons sensual lust, kama raga and ill will, vyavara. One does not return to this sensual world.
如果这一个禅修者就进入得恶果的禅修者呢，继续的修持观禅的话，那他就当他证悟到这个第三，也叫不还果的时候呢，他的这个智慧呢，可以断除欲界的贪，还有就是这个欲界的和这个嗔心，就一点就是有不喜悦的嗔很粗，这时候已经很细了，而且保证呢，他就不会再投身到欲界。
Then, having developed insight meditations, if meditator can attain to the path of arhataships, this path knowledge eradicates remaining mental defilements, which are delusions, moha, shameless, ahirika, and fearless of wrongdoing, anotaba, restlessness, odisha, conceit, mana, sloth, tina, and topa, mida.
这个第三果的圣者呢，如果继续的修持这个观禅的话呢，如果他能够证悟到这个阿罗汉果，那么这个最高的这个阿罗汉果的道智，就可以断除剩余的其他的烦恼，那就是无明，还有禅，就是无禅、无愧和调举，就是心呢这个不安，慢心，还有昏沉、散乱跟昏沉。抱歉，昏沉跟睡眠，这时候才能够断除。
Like that way, the path knowledge will cut off step by stage of unwholesome ends their roots. The fourth path, which is the path of arhataship, can completely destroy suffering.
以这样的方式呢，我们就可以看到说，这个果道智是一步一步的、逐步的断除了这个不善法跟不善法的根。那么到第四的道智的时候呢，也就是阿罗汉道智，能够呢完全的断除所有的不善法，还有就是灭苦。
So today, by the cultivation of your meritorious deeds, may you be fulfilled your parami and your aspirations. By practicing all samatha and vipassana meditations, may you all be attain the wisdom that is discerning, rising and passing away, which is noble and penetrative, and leads to complete destruction of suffering and supreme bliss of the Nibbana.
最后呢，就是希望借由各位的这个信心，还有所有的善心和那个修持止观呢，愿大家能够呢证得这个生灭随观智，也就是能够观这个生起跟灭去。那这个生灭随观智呢，是神圣的是具有洞察力跟能够导致我们断除所有的烦恼。最后呢，能够引导我们能够断灭苦和证得究竟的涅槃之乐。Thank you for Bhante. So we will take a 15 minutes rest, and we'll come back at 4 o'clock.
All right. Let us pay homage to the Buddha Namo Tassa 3 times.
一起归敬佛陀。
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Now this session also, I would like to give the Dhamma gift to you. The title name is The Future of This World Depends on the Present Human Generations, or The Future Generations Depend on the Present Generations.
接着要跟大家讲一部短经。这部经的经名呢，就是未来的世界是依赖我们现在的人类。换另外一个题目，意思就是未来的世纪依赖现在的世纪。世代，未来的世代是依赖现在。
Our Buddha, the Blessed One, preached that the present generation's attitude and behavior will affect towards future human generations. In the Chakkavati Sutta, Long Discourse, Digha Nikaya, based on this, I would like to give the Dhamma talk to all of you.
世尊就是我们的佛陀呢，开示了在这个转轮王经或者叫转轮王狮子吼经，是在长部当中呢提到了，就是现在的这个世代人的态度和行为呢，会影响下一个世代的人。那基于这个部经呢，我要跟大家说有关这个部经的内容。
Because you see, in the world, there are material energy and mental energy. Also, this true nature of material energy and mental energy. So our Buddha classifying detailedly. So what are the wholesome, what are the unwholesome? So unwholesome also produce the negative energy, and wholesome also produce the positive energy. So these positive energy are affected to the human health and the long life. Because of that, our Buddha explained how this negative energy affect to our human beings' health and the long life.
我们知道呢，我们自己是由民法跟色法组成，然后呢，这个民法也就精神跟物质呢都是有能量的。那因此佛陀呢，也让我们辨识说，这个精神上面的能量要去分别善跟不善。那么善会产生正能量，而且呢会带来这个健康跟长寿；不善呢会带来负能量，也会影响我们的健康跟这个寿命。
After listening to this sutta, you will understand what is the Buddha sayings.
好，那从这部经呢，你可以了解说佛陀对这个观点的看法。
Once there was a wild tiny monarch named Danhlak-nemi, who possessed the wheel treasure, had ruled in this world righteously. He guarded, watered and protected all people, even beasts and the birds too, according to the Dhamma.
在过去很久以前呢，有一个转轮圣王，他的名字叫做达哈内米，他拥有这个转轮的财富，而且呢，他就是正确正直的统管这个世界。那么他监督、守护跟保护所有的人们，包括了这个野兽跟鸟，是依法来管理的。
At that time, people were able to live happily and peacefully, and the crime was very less in the world. Therefore, at the time, human lifespan was 80,000 years long. When the Wiltani monarch hands over the kingship to his eldest son, he will say, Mati tata vichite adhamakaro pavitata. Let no crime prevail in your kingdom, and those who are in needed give property.
在那个时候呢，人们呢过着非常快乐和平静的生活，而且呢，这个犯罪也非常的少。因为这样子呢，所以人们的寿命呢，高达到8万岁。那当这个转轮圣王把他的王位交给他的长子的时候，他总是会这么说：愿你这个国度里面呢，愿你的王国里面没有罪恶，没有这个罪犯，而且呢，有任何你有需要的话，就给他们你的财富。
The father Wiltani monarch said, his son, and you should ask the voice as what is wholesome, what is unwholesome, what is blameworthy, what is blameless, what is to be followed, what is not to be followed, what action will in long run lead to harm and sorrow, what action is leading to welfare and happiness. having listened to them, you should avoid evil and do what is good. That is the duty of an area Wiltani monarch. The king will give admonishment to his son beforehand beforehanded Wiltani monarch's positions to his son.
当这个国王要给他的儿子王位的时候呢，他这个就转任圣王位的时候呢，他就会告诫他，他是这样告诫的，就是你要去询问智者这些问题，什么是善，什么是不善，什么是应当被谴责的，什么是清白无过失的，什么是应当被遵循的，什么应当不被遵循，还有就是从长远的角度来看，哪些行为会导致伤害和忧苦，哪些行为会导致利益、福利跟快乐。那么听了这些智者的话之后，你应当要避免邪恶恶行，还有就是要做善事。那这就是这个转轮圣王的责任。那么在他交这个王位出去的时候，国王都会这样子的劝告他的儿子。
That time was special time because during that time nobody was poor in the world. Any people who are in need will come to the king and take his need from king treasures. Therefore, the world was very peace and no crime at all.
那是一个非常特别的世代，因为在那个世代里面呢，没有人是穷的，然后呢，世界上没有穷人，为什么呢？就是当人有需要的时候呢，他们就会去拜见这国王，然后从国王的这个财产当中拿到他需要的，所以呢，这个世界呢是非常的平静，然后没有罪犯。
Likewise, Wiltani monarch generation had ruled till 7th Wiltani monarch. The 8th Wiltani monarch's times, he had ruled righteously according to ancient traditions, but he neglected the duty to give property to the needy poor people.
就这样子的这个转轮圣王的世代呢，就依这样的方式来统理，一直到第七代。那这个到第8代的这个转轮圣王的时候呢，他同样的根据旧有的传统来正确的统理这个国家。不过呢，他却忽略了要把自己的财富给需要的穷人。
Because of not giving property to the needy, as a result, poverty became rife. In the countryside, poverty is rife. What is happened? Morality lost. So they have no food to eat. 6. Not having food to eat, they steal other property, what was not given. In the human realms, taking what is not given prevailed.
因为呢，这国王不给穷人，不给自己的财富给需要的人，导致呢，就是贫穷开始遍满了这个贫穷。那这个国家，尤其是在这个乡下地方呢、偏远地方呢，就遍布了这个贫穷者。那发生什么呢？就是道德堕落消失，所以呢，人们没有东西可以吃。那因为没有东西可以吃，他们就偷其他人的财物，也就是不予取，别人没有给的就去偷去拿。那么在这个时候呢，人间呢就开始了这个不予取，就是遍满了这个不予取，就是偷盗。
With the spread of poverty, a man took what was not given. He was committing what was called theft. King's men arrested him and brought him before the king. The king asked to him, "Is it true that you took what was not given, and why?"
那因为这个贫穷遍布呢，所以呢就开始人们就开始不予取，别人没有给的就给人家拿走了。 那这就是所谓的犯下的这个偷盗罪，也被称为是这个盗窃。那国王的部属呢就逮捕了他们，然后把他们带到国王面前。那国王就问他说：是真的吗？你没有受到允许就给人家拿了别人的东西，为什么这样子呢？
The thieves replied, I have nothing to live on. Then the king gave the man some property, saying, with this, you can keep yourself, support your mother and father, keep a wife and children, carry on a business, and do meritorious deeds, which will promote your spiritual welfare and lead to a happy rebirth with the pleasant result in the heavenly sphere.
那这个小偷就回答说，因为我没有什么，我没有东西可以，我没有东西可以活，就是我赤贫，什么都没有。那这国王就给了他一些财富，就告诉他说，拿着这个，然后呢，你自己呢就保护你，拿着这个，然后维持你的生活，支持你的父母，还有呢就是让你的妻子跟孩子呢可以过活，做一个生意，还有就是能够提升你自己精神上面的福祉，做一些为了你的这个精神上的福祉呢，要做一些善行，这样呢会导致你能够在未来世可以升天到好的，得到安乐的果报。
Sorry, finish. The king thought, if he gave some property in the case, the problem was ceased. Later on, exactly the same problem happened with another man. The king's expectations did not come up. If the king had given early, before the theft occurred, that was good. But when the theft had happened, and still the king gave the property to the thieves, so people thought the king was giving away property to those who took what was not given. Suppose we were to do likewise, therefore thefts increased more and more.
那国王这样想，他说我如果给一点这个财富给这样子情况呢，那问题就会不见了，就可以解决问题。然而这个过没多久呢，同样的问题又再发生在另外一个人身上，那国王的希望就没有发生。所以如果这个国王早一点把他的财富给别人的话，在这个小偷出现之前给的财富呢，那这样是很好的。不过当这个盗窃已经发生了，而国王又再给他们这些盗窃财物的话，就会让人们想说，那这个国王就是会去给那些偷别人东西的一些财富那这样子我们就照这样子做，因此呢，这个盗窃呢只有增加的更多更多。
The king thought, if I give property to everybody who takes what is not given, those thefts will increase more and more. I had better make an end of them, finish him off once for all and cut his head off. So he commanded his men, and they did so. The king thought, if we solved by this way, the cases will be end.
那这国王就这样想，我如果给那些每一个偷的人都我自己的这个财物的话，那这样一定是会不断的增加。我最好就要结束他们，然后呢，让一了百了。所以呢，最好就是把他砍了头。因此呢，他就命令他的这个部属，叫他们这样子做。国王就认为说，用这样的方式，他就可以让这件事情解决，然后终止这个盗窃的问题。
Hearing about this, people thought, now let us get sharp swords made for us, and then we can take from anybody what is not given. We will make an end of them, finish them off once for all and cut off their heads. So having procured some sharpshoots, they launched murderous assaults on the villages, towns, and the cities, and went for highway robbery, killing their victims by cutting off their heads.
那听到国王下这样做这样的事情呢，那人们就开始想，这样子的话哈，我们要替自己找这个利的剑刀，然后呢，我们就会去从别人身上拿东西，而且呢，那些给了我们东西的人呢，我们就要杀了他们，结束他们的生命，砍掉他们的头。所以就是已经拿到了这些利剑以后呢，他们就开始了这个谋杀，然后袭击村庄、城市还有都市，而且呢，就是在这个道路上面呢，交通道上面成为这个强盗，杀掉他们的这些受害者，而且呢，取他们的头。
Thus from not giving of property to the needy, poverty became rife. From the growth of poverty, taking what is not given increased. From the increase of debt, the use of weapons increased. From the increase, the use of weapons, the taking of life increased. And from the increase, taking of life, people's lifespan decreased, their beauty decreased, and as a result of this decrease of lifespan and the beauty, the children of those whose lifespan had been 80,000 years lived for only 40,000 years.
因此呢，就是从这个不给需要的人财物呢，这个贫穷增加。那从这个贫穷增加呢，偷盗增加。那偷盗增加，这个使用武器增加了。使用武器增加，就导致杀人夺命增加。那么当这个杀人夺命增加以后，人类的生命就变短，那人类的美呢也就减少了。导致这个结果，由于这个人的寿命和美减少了以后呢，这个之后的他们的孩子的寿命呢，就从8万岁减少到4万岁。
That is, you see, the angry energy, how it affected our human lifespan and the beauty also.
从这里我们可以看出，这个生气的这个能量呢，会导致我们寿命减短，和人的美呢也对减了。
At the lifespan of 40,000 years, evil action did not cease, but increased more in the world. And a man of the generation that lived for 40,000 years took what was not given, and he was brought before the king. The king asked him, "Is that you took what was not given, and is called it that?" "No, your majesty," he replied, thus telling a deliberate lie, Musawada.
那就在这个人的寿命只有4万年代的时候呢，这个邪恶的行为并没有停止，而反而是增加，在这世界上增加的更多。那在这个4万岁的这个世代里面，有一个人呢就被带到国王的面前。那国王呢，因为他这个不逾矩，那国王就问他说，你就是那一个不逾矩吗？那个叫做偷盗，贼，盗贼。那这一个人呢，就从容不迫地讲了一个谎言，他就说，没有，国王。
From that time, telling was happened in this world, and evil actions were more and more. As a result, the children of those whose lifespan had been 40,000 years lived for only 20,000 years.
从那个之后呢，说谎在这世界上就发生了说谎，然后邪恶的行为呢就一直增多，结果在 那些世代人的孩子的生命呢，就开始减少，从4万减少到只有2万。
And a man of the generations that lived for 20,000 years took what was not given. Another man denounced him to the king, saying, "Sir, such and such a man has taken what was not given." Thus speaking evil of others happened, and as a result, the children of those whose lifespan had been 20,000 years lived only 10,000 years.
在这个2万岁的这个世代的人呢，就是这个不允许的世代。那有一个人呢，就是去跟国王这样子的编谎话说，国王啊，有这样一个人哈，他不允许，他偷盗，就是说别人的坏话。因为这样子的结果呢，这个2万世代的人的孩子的寿命呢，就减少到只有1万岁。
And the generations that lived for 10,000 years, some were beautiful and some were ugly, being envious for those who were beautiful. They committed adultery with others' wives. As a result, the children of those whose lifespan had been 10,000 years lived only for 5,000 years.
在那个1万岁的世代的人呢，就是发生了，就是有一些人长得美，有些人长得丑。那因为嫉妒别人的妻子美呢，或别人比较美，他们就发生了这个和别人的妻子产生这个邪淫，不伦。那导致的结果就是1万岁人的后代就只有5000岁。
And among the generations whose lifespan was 5,000 years, 2 things increased: harsh speech and the idle chatter, Parusa Vacha and Sampabalapa. In consequence to them, people's lifespan decreased. The children of those whose lifespan had been 5,000 years lived for 2,500 years, but some only 2,000 years.
那在这个5000岁的寿命的世代里面呢，发生了2件事情增加，就是那个严苛的语言跟那个无聊的这个我们讲八卦就是说人家的是非。那由于这样的结果呢，人们的寿命又开始减少，就是5000岁的人的后代就只有能够活到2500，或者甚至只有2000岁。
And among generations whose lifespan was 2,500 years, covetousness and hatred increased, and in consequence, people's lifespan decreased to only 1,000 years.
好，那在这个只有2000跟2500岁的这个时候呢，就是增加的情况，就是那个骄傲跟那个恨增加，导致呢人们的寿命减少到只剩下1000岁。
And among the generations whose lifespan was 1,000 years, false opinions, mithya deity increased, and as a result, the children of those whose lifespan had been 1,000 years lived for only 500 years.
我修正一下，就在2500岁的时候就是这个世代的人的贪心、贪心跟贪跟嗔的增加，那导致呢人只有1000岁。那在这个1000岁的人里面呢，就是那个邪见增加。由于邪见的增加，也就是错误的观点增加之后呢，1000岁的后代，他的孩子的寿命呢就减少到只有500岁。
when the time of human lifespan became 1,000 years, all the 10 evil actions were complete. Evil actions did not stop. The decrease of human lifespan reached 500 years. At that time, 3 worse more actions occurred in this world. Those were incest, adhamaraga, excessive greed, visama lova, deviant practice, micchadhamma, and these 3 things increased. As a result, next generation of lifespan became 250 years, some only for 200 years.
在人们的寿命在变成1000岁的时候呢，10不善业，就10种不善行呢，已经就都发生了。那这个不善行呢，并没有停止，那人们呢，就一直减少到寿命只有500岁。在那个时候呢，有3种的更严重的不善行，更邪恶的不善行就在世界上发生，那就是不伦，还有那个很强的这个贪心，那另外就是不正常的这种不正常，也就是恶业。那由于这个3种事情增加，一个就是不伦，另外就是贪心，很强的贪心跟那个邪命业就是巫术这样邪业呢，就导致了那个下一个世代变成250岁，甚至呢只有200岁。
Adhamaraga means, you see, in this world normally, so male and female, they love each other. But so Adhamaraga, so they love each other in appropriate way, and sometimes really the parents also love kindly to their son and daughter. But that time, so Adhamaraga, so father also commit to their daughters, or mother also commit to their son. Son also commit to his mother, like that way. So, inappropriate way, they love each other. Another one is visama lova, is look like nowadays. So normally, because of greed, so people they earn for their living and righteously way, but look like nowadays they do the counterfeit or cheat or intimate or so the fake or so they do the properties and they sell to the other to be harmful. Sometimes they miss their products and appropriate things, and so they earn for their living to get the high profit. So after that, people getting the danger, and so affected the harmful saturations, like that way, unrighteously arming. This is the excessive greed. And micchadhamma means that is there is nothing given, nothing offered, there is no fruit or result of good and bad actions, there is no this world nor other world, there is no mother, no father, there are no beings spontaneously reborn, there are in the world no ascetic and Brahmins of the right conduct and right practice, who having realized the world and other worlds for themselves by direct knowledge, make them known to others.
They have a wrong view. It's kind of wrong view.
Wrong view is there is nothing given, nothing offered, the dana is no result, and there is no fruits or result of good and bad actions. After that, there is no this what, no? Present life also they don't believe, no? No other what, future also they don't believe. There is no mother, no father, no? And there is no being spontaneously rebut, or patika rebut, no? Bodhisattva. There are in the world no ascetic and Brahmins, no? Samana, Yamana, no bhikkhu or no bhikkhuni, no? And of right conduct and right practice, right, R-I, and who having realized this world and other world for themselves but by direct knowledge, psychic power. And also these ascetic and Brahmins make them known to other also. They can teach but they don't, they don't believe. So this teaching of them, knowing that this world, knowing other world, they don't accept the psychic power or the practice of the Maya.
那个这里面这个世界增加的事情呢，禅师特别解释。第一个就是乱伦，父母跟子女之间的这个亲爱呢，本来是人的人也是正常，可是这个乱伦呢，就是父母的关系跟子女关系不是一伦理，而是可能父亲跟女儿、母亲跟儿子、儿子跟母亲之间呢，产生了这个性的方面的关系。那这是一种乱伦的现象。那第二种现象呢，就是非常过度的贪婪，比如说这个贪婪导致的就是欺骗别人，那也可能呢，就是为了得到高利润，就是制造这些有害的产品，甚至就是用欺骗的手段呢骗取别人的财物，那在那个世代就已经发生这种事。那更严重的呢，就是一种邪见，也就是不正的法。这邪见呢，第一个他认为说这个世界没有这个没有所谓的给别人布施福利，不会得到我给别人给帮助别人给别人呢是不会得到什么好善的结果。另外就是说也没有所谓的这一个世间另外一个世间，那也没有所谓的父母，人呢没有父母，人是自然而然生出来的，也没有所谓的修行人，没有所谓的什么出家人，没有正确的不正确的，也没有所谓人可以透过这个神通力量、修行力量，可以知道这个世间，可以知道这个过去式，还有就是说也不可能说人可以有真正的知道什么是正确的法，就这一类的观念相当属于这个虚无主义者在人类在250岁的时候就发生了，很像我们现在什么都可以说没有，反正我说自己认为没有就是没有。
Among those generations whose lifespan was 250 years, lack of respect for mother and the father, for ascetics and the Brahmins, and for the head of the clans increased. As a result, human lifespan decreased to only 100 years.
那在人类250岁的时候呢，就对父母呢不再缺乏对父母的尊重，然后也对这个修行者或者是这个婆罗门呢不尊重，还有对这个族群的长者也不尊重。那这项的现象继续的增加，它的结果就导致人类的寿命减少到只剩下100岁。
During the time when the human lifespan was 100 years, our Buddha Gautama had enlightened and all the evil actions had been prevailed. Morality also lost in this world. Therefore, commentator mentions a metaphor. The Buddha Gautama who had enlightened in this world is look like the lotus bloomed in the heat of fire.
在这个人类只有100岁的世代呢，就是我们的佛陀乔达摩出世在这样的一个世代，那个世代呢，就所有的恶行呢都充斥在这个世界上，那道德也沦丧。因此呢，在注解书就提到了一个譬喻我们的乔达摩佛陀能够在这个世间成佛，就很像是在火焰当中的绽放的莲花，莲花在火焰中绽放，这样的困难。
Now it is called Kali Yuga. That means as a table which has 4 legs. Among 4 legs, 3 legs have broken. Only 1 leg is good. How can the table stand? Similarity, among human beings, that quarter are immoral and 1 quarter is moral.
我们这个世界呢，就是在一个不幸的世界。那意思呢，就是指这个就很像是一个桌子有4个角，这4个角里面呢，有3只都断掉了，只有1只是好的。那这个桌子怎么能够站呢？同样的，在人类就是有3/4呢是没有道德的，然后换言之，就3/4是不重视道德，没有道德，只有1/4呢是有德性的。
The Blessed One said in this sutta that 100 years human lifespan will decrease till 10 years of lifespan. At the time, girl will become marriageable at 5 years. But that also commentator mention is because the human lifespan is 10 years, 5 years is too late. Maybe that is within 1 year or 2 years. 1 year or 2 years is marriageable life. So
这个就是佛陀有预言，世尊在这部经里面，《转人王圣经》转人王狮子吼经有预测说，有提到说，当人们的从100岁之后呢，会继续的减到10岁，人只有10岁。那在那个时候呢，5岁的女孩子就可以结婚。禅师说，甚至可能1、2岁的女孩子就有这个结婚生子的能力。然后呢，这种情况呢，就是这种就是说那会出现什么情况呢？就是油、奶油，那个芝麻油，还有一些盐，会这些好的东西是重要的东西和它们会消失。那就是这些果实呢，就会什么样的果实呢？就是坚果类的，比如说只有米啦跟咖喱这一类的食物会成为主要的食物，那些有味道、好的味道的食物会消失。
And this kind of flavor will disappear. Ghee, butter, succulent oil, molasses, and salt. Among the food, Kuduras grain, that is very raw grain, will be the cheap food, just like a rice and curry today.
就是刚才再加一个奶精、奶油、那个芝麻油跟糖还有盐这一类有那些味道的好的味道的东西，有味道的这些食物会消失，只剩下那些很干的，就是白饭跟咖喱这样子的东西。
And with them, the 10 courses of evil will prevail exceedingly. The 10 courses of moral conduct will completely disappear. For those of a 10-year lifespan, there will be no words for moral. So how can there be anyone who acts in a moral way? The 10 causes of evil are, so that is killing living beings, stealing other property, sexual misconduct, and daily life, harsh speech, the slandering, and frivolous or the gossips, and also covetousness, ill will, and the wrongdoing. So abstaining of these 10 evil actions is called the 10 moral conduct.
那刚刚提到的，在这个最后食物剩很少，然后人的年龄只有10岁的情况下面呢，这个食不善业呢就快速的增加跟充满了这个世间，而且这个善业十善业会消失。那对于这些只有10岁寿命的人而言呢，就没有所谓的连这个字道德善法都连听都没有，连这个字都没有了。那在这种情况下面，有谁可以就是行这个善业？那十善呢，就是在身有3，就不杀、不偷盗、不邪淫。那4呢，就是4的这个不善，身是杀盗淫，然后口呢就会讲别人的是非啊、说谎啊，或者是谄媚别人啊，然后或者是骂别人和恶口。身是口是，然后心意念呢就是贪嗔痴，这10种呢就是冲刺，而人们并不晓，那就是在这样一个情况下面呢，有谁呢可以就是行善法呢？
Those people who have no respect for mother or father, for ascetic and Brahmins, for the head of the clans, will be the one who enjoy honor and prestige, just as it is now. The people who show respect for the mother and the father, for ascetics and the Brahmins, for the head of the clans, who are praised and honored, so it will be with those who do the opposites.
在10岁的这个世代里面呢，人的生命只有10岁的世代里面呢，这些人是不会尊敬自己的父亲或者母亲，或者是那个修行者，或者是这个婆罗门，也就是祭师，就精神性的领袖，也不会对这个就是对那些重视这个荣誉的人或者是品德的人呢，就是我们会尊崇他们为这个族群的领袖呢。对这些应当尊重的族群的领袖呢，他们具有这个重视德养，这些人也不会重视。那就像我们现在那个，我们现代人会对父母表示尊重，然后也会对这个修行者或者是宗教领袖表示尊重，也会对那些精神性的重视荣誉的表示尊重。所以在那个时候呢的人们做的就是刚好相反。
Among those of the 10 years lifespan, all will be promiscuous in the world, like goat and the sheep, fowl and the pigs. Among them, fierce enmity, fierce hatred, fierce anger will prevail one for another, just as the hunter feels hatred for the beast he stalks.
在这个人的只有10岁的寿命的情况，就是整个世界就像那个羊牛或者是狐狸跟猪一样，人就是乱交。在这时候，那个敌意啊，还有这个很强烈的恨意跟那个愤怒呢，就充斥了在人与人之间。那就很像那个就是打猎的人，猎人呢，对于他杀害的对象呢，是充满了恨意一样。
Later, the human beings of the 10-year lifespans, because of evil actions they had encountered, they faced suffering and regret. Then remaining people will practice moral practice again.
在人类 只有10岁的寿命之后呢，因为人不断的遇到这些不善行呢，人的脸上呢是充满了这个痛苦跟后悔，因此留下来的人们呢，就开始再一次的就是修养品德，修养善行。
Because of practicing moral practice, the 10 years human lifespan will increase again gradually till incalculable year of the human lifespan. Moral practice and human lifespan has a correlation between them.
那因为人们的这个善行增加，也就是培养这个道德的修养道德增加以后呢，人们的从10岁的年龄就开始会增加到一直逐步到不可计数的这个生命长度。那么因此我们会看到说，道德的修行修养和人的寿命长短之间呢是彼此相关联的。
Here I give so briefly, and if you like to know the detail this discourse, you can see in the Digha Nikaya, so Sakyawadi Sutta.
有关这个内容的细节呢，大家可以去查长部的转轮圣王狮子吼经。
So after listening this sutta, the future human beings in this world depend on the present generations. You see why human beings have been like that in this world? Because of the evil, unwholesome thoughts and actions. At the end of this sutta, the Blessed One preached, Atta Dipa Bhikkhave Viharata Atta Sarana Inya Sarana Dhamma Dipa Dhamma Sarana Aninya Sarana Inya Aninya Sarana. Be island unto yourselves, be refuge unto yourself with no other refuge. Let the Dhamma be your island, let the Dhamma be your refuge with no other refuge.
未来的世界就依靠我们这个世代你看我们这个现在这个世代会发生这些事情呢，就是因为这个不善行、不善的想法跟行为。因此，在这一部经的最后呢，佛陀这样的开示教示我们，做你自己的岛，作为你自己的岛屿，依赖你自己而不依赖他者，皈依自身不皈依他者，让法成为自己的岛，让法作为自己的皈依而不皈依他者。
Keep to your own precepts, monks, do your essential haunt. If you do so, your lifespan will increase, your beauty, happiness, wealth and power will increase. Really, our essential haunt that is our Lord, the Buddha's teaching, the retraining, the training of sila, training of concentration, training of wisdoms. Because of that, to maintain our human generation and for the next generations, as much as you should practice the retraining, the sila, samadhi, panya, and because of you are practicing the retrainings, may you all be obtain beauty, happiness, wealth and power in this life and in the future.
那佛陀呢就告诫他的弟子说：“比丘啊，就是拿着你的所有物呢，到这个静坐的茅棚里面去，你静坐的地方。如果你这样子做，你的寿命会增加，你的美、快乐、财富和力量会增加。因此呢，我们在这个世代的人，如果我们能够行善，我们就可以利益我们周遭跟我们的下一代。那我们怎么行善？就是我们要受持戒法， 修行禅定跟培养智慧。透过我们这个世代的人有修养，我们就能够增益我们的后代，也同时我们自己可以因此能够安详快乐，而且具有这个更多的财富跟力量。那愿所有的众生都因为我们这个世代的人真修学这个善法跟戒定慧，愿所有的众生的那未来世的众生也能够得到利益。Yeah, two questions. The first question is regarding in the lecture you mentioned in the commentary, the future Buddha will preach the Dharma in Pali.
Yeah.
And what is the reason that the Buddha used Pali language to preach, to teach the Dharma?
Because all of the Buddha enlightened in the Jambudvipa, the India.
有一个问题，总共有2个问题。有问题就是第一个问题就是说，为什么这个未来佛会以巴利文来教导佛法？那禅师回答说，因为所有的未来佛都会在印度，就是羯摩罗国出生，因此那个国家的人说巴利文，所以佛陀会说巴利语。
The second question is about when the dead person is open eye, is eye open, and what the family can do.
The dead person.
Open eye open without closed eye. But because we all consider not touching the dead body, not disturbing it. So for this reason, we are hesitating to touch the face, to touch the eyelid. So how can the family to respond properly?
Normally, our Buddhist Burmese tradition close the eye only does.
有一个问题就是说，如果家人在往生的时候眼睛是张开怎么办？那我特别解释说，因为我们重视就是大圣佛教重视这个亡者在往生的时候不要碰他的身体，那可以怎么办那禅师回答说，根据这个缅甸的传统是没有关系，就是家属就帮忙亡者盖上眼睛这样子。
Because after death is no problem. Before death only, not do we dilute or not do we attach the family. So should not touch to the father, mother or any family member near of the death.
因为在这个南传的禅法的，就是人最关键的是临死前不要去碰，不要让他执着临终的这个。临终者不要对家属产生这个恨或者是执着，因此就不要去碰，因为碰会升起爱念之心，那时候比较重要。如果是死了，就什么那个心已经没有了，所以没有关系。不过你也regarding regarding the lecture about the age of 100, at that period of time the Buddha was born.
Yeah.
And however, we now people can live up to around 50. We are more, our lifespan is longer than 50 years ago. So why is the reason nowadays people can live a longer life? Is it because we have no more action?
You mean that nowadays people's lifespan is more longer than the...
Five or 50 or 100 years ago. At that time maybe most of people live up to 60 or 50. Now people can live up to 80, 90.
Sometimes also because of depend on the living style or because of the modern technology or affected. So because according to Buddha Abhidhamma, not one cause only, no? The four causes, no? The past karma and present life living style also depend on the wise attention and unwise attention. The consciousness also depend on the weather also, because nowadays human can live comfortably than the earlier people.
Yes.
So earlier day, because of living are very poor, so, and also the depend on the food also, the nutriments.
刚一个问题就是在2500年前寿命只有100岁的世代呢，佛陀现世。那现在人的平均寿命比过去50到100年前人的寿命是更长的。那这是因为人的善行而增加了现代人的寿命吗？那禅师回答说，我们知道一个现象产生是有多重原因的，也可能是因为过去的这个。就人会活得，现代人可以活得比较久，事实上跟科技文明有很大的关系，所以不是只有个原因。那导致我们生命可以长跟短呢，有依赖说我们过去的业，还有就是我们现在这一世的这个心是不是如理作意还是不如理作意？另外就是天气，还有食物，都会影响我们的生命的长短。那另外一个问题就是当一个人或建筑物受到灵异现象干扰的时候，应该怎么做
It's upon disturbance. When a person or a building, a house was disturbed by some invisible spirit, what can one respond?
According to the Buddha teaching, we should chanting the protected verses. 11 Breda, and also pervading the loving kindness and sharing the merits to unseen beings. So that will affected. So the positive energy and surrounding can expel this negative energy also.
这个问题呢，就是根据佛陀教导，就是这个灵异干扰呢是我们可以转化的。那主要就是用正能量来驱除改善这个负能量，比如说可以诵这个护卫经，或者是修这个慈心和回向功德，增长这些正能量，对自己跟环境都可以改善。最后这个无因结生者，包括两性、双性、无性、小精灵跟生。这是一个问题吗？是谁的问题？
我还没有写完。
没写完，那还是私底下问好不好？好，因为
我后面呢还没写完，所以就。
那你要用讲的吗？
讲刚刚他说到几岁的时候就没有人伦了种种的，那些不善就是包含那个无因结生的那一类。
就是人寿命是人类以外还有其他的
？Regarding the very short period of life, span of life, very short span of life, you mentioned about human being. Do those are hate to being, are hate to Baba, in terms of bisexual or not one sexual, non-sexual, or spirit, deaf or blind people? Do you mean those people?
Yeah,
those beings?
Yeah, those beings are aheduka.
Aheduka.
Because of their, but this time is checked up. Impact consciousness is not associated with the three roots. Alova, adosa, amoha.
So will those kind of being will increase? Will they increase when so many people without, so many human beings without aloba, without with more greedy, or without wholesome? Because you mentioned people are all without wholesome chitta.
most of you mean that is which sadness?
The question is, you mentioned, you answer yes. There are people Ahetu Baba, Ahetu being will be included in the short-term span of life.
During the human lifespan are shortened times.
Yeah.
Maybe this year, the one of especially so the moha, panya will be lack. So what during the lifespan of the 10-year age, so this the alova, adults are also maybe lack. Yeah.
对，禅师讲说，对，就是在人的寿命只有10岁的时候，那个无因者，也就是说聋哑、残障或者没有性别、双性，这些也包含在内，而且特别就是因为人会那时候的人类会缺乏无贪、无嗔，尤其是缺乏无痴，所以人是很多邪见的。在那个时代会是这样子。
Look like the animals.
就像动物的世界一样，就人的世界跟动物世界是差不多，是互相厮杀的，互相残害的，可怕的世界。那我们非常的感谢禅师，因为禅师是在大陆。中国教了10天的禅修，很紧凑很忙，然后就下飞机，因为我们的请法特别在这么重的这个负担里面答应了来跟我们说法，非常的感谢。We really appreciate Sayadaw take your time after a long retreat guidance and also traveling, so we really appreciate. So we request you share guidance, share memory.
Also, I am very glad and appreciate you and also all of participants because of invite me and I have chance to share my Dhamma knowledge.
禅师也说他也非常感谢有这样的一个机会就接受能够各位我们这个僧伽终身教育学会邀请还有各位的参加让禅师能够跟大家分享他在法上面的知识感谢。
So let us share the next today.
那我们就回向分享功德。
Repeat after me.
请大家跟着禅师。
Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Buddham Pujemi Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Dhammam Pujemi Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Sangham Pujemi Adda Imaya Patipatiya Jati Jara Vyati Maranama Parimokshesami Idame Punya Asawakya Wahang Hodu Idame Punya Nibbanasa Pachayo Hodu Ittawadaca Amehi Sambadang Punya Sambadang Sabbi Dewa Anumodantu Sabbi Buddha Anumodantu Sabbi Saddha Anumodantu Sabba Sambati Siddhiya Irame Nyatina Hodu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Irame nyatina hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Irame nyatina hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Mama punya bagam Sabba satanam Bhajemi Desabe Me samang Punya bagam Lavantu Sadhu 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 Bhavantu Sabba Mingla Rekhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddha Nubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Bhavantu Sabba Mingla Rekhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhamma Nubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Bhavantu Sabba Mingla Rekhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sangha Nubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Sadhu Sadhu
就请大家起立，我们向萨的as respect 行三问讯。再问讯。
Sukhi hotu, nibbana visyo hotu. Sukhi hotu, nibbana visyo.